Right, well, Costco plans to open its third warehouse location in China this Friday. Yahoo Finance's Brooke DiPalma is here to discuss the details and why now makes sense to expand its presence there. So, Brooke, break that down for us.
Well, good morning, Rochelle. That's right. Costco is expected to open its third location in China near the Disneyland Resort in Shanghai. Now, this comes nearly 3.5 years after we saw that first physical location in China open in August of 2019. That was met with essentially pure chaos after 200,000 members signed up, surpassing its goal of 100,000. And now, as China emerges out of the COVID-19 pandemic, we saw those lockdowns go away, and the Chinese government expects GDP to rise around 5% this year. We're seeing a pretty resilient Chinese consumer. And so Costco making yet another play here with its newest location. And so taking a deeper dive into who exactly that consumer is. Well, in China, we're seeing the rise of the middle class. According to McKinsey, we're seeing double-digit growth of upper middle and high-income households, really powering a robust consumption growth there. In addition to that, Arun Sundaram of CFRA saying that consumers are, quote unquote, very receptive to membership only warehouse models. And maybe that wouldn't have been the case necessarily 10 to 15 years ago. And the demand for imported products, Chinese consumers certainly seeing Costco as highlighting Western products. And so Chinese consumers really intrigued by Costco overall. And so with this third location, lots of excitement around it.
And Costco, of course, not the only game in town. So how does Costco's presence in China compare to, say, Walmart's Sam's Club?
Right, Rochelle. Well, let's make it clear here that Walmart Sam's Club really does have a more robust presence in China. They opened up their first physical location back in 1996. Now, this last fall, they opened up their 39th location. And in that release of the 39th location, they said that it demonstrates their commitment to accelerating and deepening its growth throughout China. So certainly doubling down on its presence there as Costco looks to make a deeper play. Of course, it's set to open that third location this week. It plans to open its fourth and fifth location in the fourth quarter of this fiscal year. And so Costco making big plays there. And in addition to that, Costco is not necessarily new to the Chinese market. They have been establishing a presence via e-commerce nearly 5 years before they opened up that first location. And so that CFRA analyst said that it's been a slow and measured approach here. They really took time to understand who the Chinese consumer is. With that said, Arun Sundaram of CFRA did say that there's room in the market for both. Given China's overall size, there is essentially room for both Costco and Sam's Club to play nice overseas in China.
Indeed. It's certainly important to try and understand what the post-COVID consumer looks like. We know that a lot of U.S. companies still trying to manage that as well. Brooke DiPalma, thank you so much for that update. All right, coming up, we take a look at the markets ahead of the noon hour.